Before you even consider doing Inktober, there's a few things you need to consider. First, ask yourself, why are you even doing this? What's the purpose behind it? If you can't answer that simple question, you shouldn't even be drawing at all, trying to catch on to this trend. You need to stop and ask yourself, what is the purpose of Inktober for you? Not for everybody else, but for you. Not to sound too dramatic or anything like that, but really though, what is the reason that people even consider doing Inktober to begin with? Well, I could name a few things myself. People do Inktober to People do Inktober for a few reasons. Number one is to show off a certain set of skills. They want to improve on a certain technique that they're doing, and they set up a specific plan to draw every single day up until October 31st. The thing is, people love Halloween. Now, you don't necessarily have to be drawing things that are Halloween related, but people still enjoy the month of October. Has the best weather, it's great vibes. It's usually the time where, if you're into the scary stuff, all the scary movies pop up on Netflix, even though I'm not gonna lie, hasn't been really any good horror movies lately. But it is all inspired by Halloween. But as far as doing Inktober and completing it to its full course, I wouldn't recommend it if this drastically changes your regular drawing routine already. If you're not already consistently drawing for the most part, if you're just doing it like every so often, trying to draw every single day for the month of October, it's going to be challenging, but that's usually the point. However, I will admit, I have done it before in the past, but I was so burnt out by the end of it that I didn't end up drawing for like another month or 2 months after. Take that as you will. I'm not saying you shouldn't do it. You have been warned. I'm telling you this because during my time of doing Inktober last year, it had reversed effects. You would think that, oh, since I'm drawing every day, I'll be more willing to continue to draw more frequently. But motivation only lasts for so long. It wasn't the case. I ended up not drawing as frequently simply because I was just burnt out. I may have had ideas on things that I wanted to do, but I never had any specific plans or goals. It was just more of just like ideas were thrown across, and I just decided like I got to get this done before October ends. I have to do this before the 31st. What I recommend doing instead of just mindlessly throwing out ideas like that is actually set specific goals for the month. Write down a list of things that you would be looking forward to actually doing and realistically having the time to do for each day. Don't just randomly get into drawing and not having any sense of direction on where you're going with it. So a big mistake that I made for myself last year was I had this idea of drawing all these horror characters from different movies, and I was going to draw them and then post them up on my page, and everyone would love it and it would look really cool, right? I never set a schedule for myself to actually sit down and draw those characters. I just randomly went at it. I spent way too much time on doing a ridiculous amount of detail that you probably can't even see in the paintings anyways. And it was too much for me. I felt very overwhelmed in the mix of it because I also had an exhibit that I had to get ready for as well, which honestly the timing of everything was it was really just poor planning. It was really bad. I'm not gonna lie. So you need to build a realistic schedule. Key word here is realistic. What can you actually accomplish with a given amount of time for the next 10 days, 20 days, whatever? Set a plan that fits you. But that's on me, and I don't want you to make the same mistake that I did. Remember, this is just my advice. Take it as you will. Okay, that was probably a lot of ranting, probably too much for this video. But let's end this off on a positive, motivational note, right? If you can't remember anything throughout this entire video, at least remember this part. One of my favorite quotes. People don't plan to fail. They fail to plan. Take that as you will. I don't know who said it. You could probably research it and look it up. I'm not doing all that. I already made too much research for other videos, but other than that, yeah, that's all I got for this video. All right, bye.